Mr. Rutherford, you need some help, sir. Okay? Doesn't make you a bad person. You just need to get some help.
Just be prescient and
Jeffrey Rutherford. 25B149205A and B.
Good morning, Your Honor. Chris Johnson, very good. My client approaches to be stated to me.
Ooh, I also have 25B149379A and B, and also 25R253193. Wow.
And
You got all kinds of fun things going on here, huh?
yes, very short.
Don't be shy.
Multiple cases, a no contest plea, and a judge trying to piece together a man's unraveling life. This courtroom isn't just about charges. It's about memory, accountability, and one major emotional reckoning ahead.
If I'm not, why am I taking a no contest plea to animal cruelty?
There's help. It's a lack of recollection. It will stipulate terms and conditions.
Hang on a second. Your name? Wait a minute. You're getting awful loose with these no contest pleas. I don't mind if there's a no contest plea, as long as there's a sufficient lack of memory where they can't recall facts sufficient enough to establish a factual basis. This isn't an alternative. I just don't feel like admitting that I did wrong.
No, Judge, and we'll go as far as to think that, on one of the cases, his thought alcohol levels point is 0.383, Judge. This does have to deal with significant lack of recollection. I'm not one to just fabricate it verbally. I try to.
Wow.
I preferably don't like the police report.
That's almost like second and the highest. All right, so let's start with those. We'll take two at a time, or these files. Okay, is it? So you're saying on this public intox, that's going to be dismissed. He's going to plead the animal violation, animal cruelty. That's out of Brownstown. That is going to be a no contest plea under 771.1. Does he have priors?
Not to my knowledge, Judge.
You ever been in trouble before?
Oh,
This is just all coming to root now here. You're what, 32, 57, 52, 57. You're going to be 50, what, 7 in December?
57.
And then you got a drunk driving over here on this other one. All right, look. And you're telling me you do not remember what occurred on this date of August the 6th. Is that true?
That's true.
So if you plead no contest, I'll take it under 771.1, or at least allow you to withdraw the plea if I decide not to. And I will also, dismiss the other charge here of public intox. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, counsel, do you stipulate I can use the police report to establish a factual basis?
Still stipulating.
All right, can you have that marked Peoples 1? Sir, if you plead no contest to this charge, the possible penalties, and I'm talking about the animal cruelty charge, up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all of those under local ordinance. Again, then I'll take it under section 771.1. I'll set terms and conditions of probation, and if you're compliant, you'll come back and the case will be dismissed. If you don't comply, the conviction will enter, and either way, you're subject to a 90-day jail term. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you understand a no contest plea has the same effect as a guilty plea? And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form? If you plead no contest, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that? All right. So, to the charge of animal cruelty, animal violation, animal cruelty, how do you plead? All right, I'm going to review the report. I've had it marked Peoples 1. Based on my review of the report, I find there's a factual basis for the plea. Mr. Shimke, I don't see where they took the PBT on this report.
That was, no, I was giving you an example that during this period of time, he was highly at levels of that amount. We're stipulating that he was over the legal limit. I only meant to indicate that at the DUI case, he was at a 0.38, and it's not too unreasonable to believe that during this period of time, during these three cases, he was drinking.
Here's the twist. A no contest plea means Rutherford isn't admitting guilt, but he's accepting the punishment. The judge's acceptance under Section 771.1 lets him walk a tightrope. Redemption or relapse. Risky, right?
To accession.
Okay, good enough. Anybody force you to plead no contest, sir? Okay, I'm gonna accept your plea and you're not on probation or parole right now, correct?
No, sir.
I'm gonna accept your plea of no contest to animal cruelty. I'm going to dismiss the disorderly person public intox. We'll come back to that one in a second. Let me go ahead and go over here to your other files, 25B149379A and B. This says, counsel, he's going to plead guilty, no contest. Did he write this wrong?
If it's Rockwood's, it's a no contest please charge with consideration for 771, was able to maneuver a global resolution.
Rockwood.
Correct.
But I'm going back to the Brownstown.
Ms. Caitlin Foley is the operating influence, I believe he's pleading, there's no 771 on that.
No, I know. But he's not, is he pleading? She wrote it up like he's going to plead to super drunk.
No, that would be.
Yeah, right, right. Call her in, John. So if you, first of all, for purposes of arraignment on these, does he stand mute and waive formal reading on both the super drunk as well as the open intox?
Yes, sir.
Not guilty pleas are entered. They are going to dismiss the open intoxicants in a vehicle if he pleads no contest to operating while intoxicated. That's the way I can see that she wrote it up, but Ms. Foley Carter, your name? I think you just mistakenly indicated he was going to plead to super drunk. Can you take a look at this and mark? It's going to be a plea to OWI, right? Amy? If you plead to OWI as a no contest plea, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the super drunk charge. Do you understand that, sir? I'm also going to dismiss the open intox charge. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Again, a no contest plea has the same effect as a guilty plea. You understand that? And again, you're saying lack of memory, Mr. Shemke, because he had a 0.38?
Correct.
All right. Oof. Okay. If you plead no contest, it has the same effect as a guilty plea. The possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all those. 6 points, license suspension or revocation in accordance with your record. And your vehicle could be, or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand that? And counsel, you stipulate I can use the police report to establish a factual basis.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to have my recorder mark that Peoples 1. Do you have any questions before we go on, Mr. Rutherford? To the charge of operating while intoxicated, how do you plead? And having that report marked Peoples 1, I'm going to review that. I'm not so sure he shouldn't get into sobriety court.
The judge hesitates. Maybe this isn't just a sentencing. It's a wake-up call. Sobriety court isn't punishment. It's a lifeline. What would you do if a courtroom became your second chance?
You're free to go. You changed that for me, right, Ms. Foley Carter? Thank you. Based upon my review of the report, including the toxicology report, I find there's a factual basis for the plea. Are you on probation or parole? Again, I have to ask you that right now.
No, sir.
Anybody force you to plead no contest?
No.
Plea of no contest is accepted to OWI. The super drunk's dismissed. The open intox is dismissed. I'm going to come back and set bonds on all these, and I have an idea. Now I also have 25R253193. Your name again, sir?
Todd.
All right.
Wait, one minute, since we.
And now there's going to be a plea to disorderly under section 771.1.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wow. You're a mess. You don't remember this either? So this is due to lack of memory as well, counsel?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. If you plead no contest to disorderly, I will take this under section 771.1. I'll set terms and conditions. If you're compliant at the end of the specified period, the case will be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Again, you understand your rights. Yes?
Yes.
You understand if you plead no contest, you're giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that? All right, Mr. Shimke, can I use the police report to establish a factual basis?
Don't stipulate, Your
I've
Honor.
had that mark people's one. Sir, you understand all your rights, true? To the charge of disorderly conduct, how do you plead? All right, you don't remember the facts and circumstances of this case, correct? All right, I've had that mark people's one. And on all these cases, let me just, so many different files here. Just give me 1 second, Mr. Shemke, please. I'm on the good. Okay, where's this? I'm going to set the bond conditions on the two Rockwood cases together. That's 25B1. Based on my review of the report, I find there's a factual basis for that plea. Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody in the world force you to plead no contest? Plea is accepted to that charge. I'll take that under 771.1. I don't know what to do with you. What about sobriety court for him?
Your Honor, I mean, I encouraged him that he could potentially have an interview to see what that would potentially, if that would, I know he's gainfully employed.
Mr. Rutherford, you need some help, sir. Okay? Doesn't make you a bad person. You just need to get some help. So, the only thing I can tell you is,
Contact the counselor, sir. I got a meeting with them at 6. I've been going to my AAs like 3 times a week.
wow, this is taking some time here. Can I have the bond sheet, please? Oh, they just keep going. I think you need sobriety court. I think we can help you.
By this point, the courtroom tone shifts. The legal talk fades, and the humanity takes center stage. A man admitting depression, isolation, and regret. It's less about jail time now, and more about healing.
This is just, I've seen this kind of thing before. Did you have a drinking problem before? I mean, to this extent?
No, sir.
Well, what triggered this?
Just depression and isolation. I wasn't getting out. That's why I'm getting the AAs and trying to.
Are you married? Do you work?
Oh, yes, sir.
Where? What do you do there?
Out in Boulder.
Geez, you got a good job. I mean, I'm not gonna hurt you here, but I need you to take some steps. So on the super drunk and on all these cases, let me just, so many different files here. Just give me 1 second, Mr. Shemke, please. I'm gonna need this. Okay, where's this? I'm gonna set the bond conditions on the two Rockwood cases together. That's 25B149205A and 25B149798. I'm sorry. 205B rather. 205B. All right, I'm gonna give you, you got $1,000 personal bond on the animal cruelty charge. You're not to own, possess, or harbor any domestic animals other than the dog Sapphire. You're to be on a SoberLink device. You're on a SoberLink device now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I want you to go,
Month at least.
okay. AANA 4 times a week, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You cannot leave the state, cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm going to go ahead and set this over and give you a screening and assessment, okay? You'll be screened, assessed, and sentenced at a later time. I really think he needs to consider sobriety court. I'm going to set this up at about, any chance we could do this? Do you understand what sobriety court's about?
Hanley briefly had a conversation with them regarding that it's more intense towards substance abuse recovery, but we didn't have a full dialogue regarding it.
So are you drinking now?
Also,
All right. Is there any chance he would be willing to do if he doesn't do sobriety court? Court to school program at Flat Rock,
What would the day be, Judge?
October 30. I'm not going to lie to you, Mr. Rutherford. If you do a court to school, are you good that day?
What time would it be, Judge? I have 7 cases.
Heather, do you know when that is? 7 cases where?
In the one I'm not saying it's impossible.
I understand.
Lisa, I believe it says, I have her calendar here. It's at Flat Rock at 7:45 at the
Can
high
you do
school.
that? If you're willing to do that, sir, I'd appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie, it's more embarrassing. You're gonna have a couple hundred kids there, 150 kids there, whatever.
But Judge, for my clarification, if we were to do this, would this be for regular probation?
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not gonna force him to get into sobriety court. I'm telling him I would set this date. I would not dissuade him from doing sobriety court. If he decides to do sobriety court, we're going to adjourn the sentencing and he won't be at the Flat Rock Court to School program.
in school, I'm not really sure at school or.
Means that you get sentenced either here, like now, or if you were to be sentenced, you would be doing it at a high school. It's a program in which high school.
High school students can learn from it. I'm going to give you a day's credit toward any jail, court work, or community service if you just show up there at Flat Rock. If you choose not to, I'm not going to hold it against you.
This will be on a Friday. It's a Thursday. Well, Thursday.
2 weeks from today.
I go in front of you there.
Oh, yeah. You're still stuck with me.
So it's your decision, sir.
That's fine if you want. If it's, that's fine.
I can wait for it, Judge.
October 30th, 7:45. Heather, check the actual time. If it starts at 7:45, I'd really like you there by 7:15, okay? By 7:15. So, because I can't have the kids waiting around, so
And that's Flat Rock High School?
Correct.
In the end, Rutherford avoids harsher penalties, entering sobriety court, a rare mercy in repeat offense cases. The judge's empathy may have saved him. What's your take on this ruling? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom moments.
And give Mr. Rutherford a map if he needs one, and Mr. Shemke if he needs one, and we'll
I
go
didn't
in there. I know.
That's true.